Imagine a dusty roadside in San Bernardino, California in the late 1940s. Cars rumble by, families crave something quick, cheap, and satisfying, and two brothers stand behind a modest drive-in restaurant. They have no idea that their small burger joint, built on efficiency, innovation, and a touch of luck, will grow into the world's most recognizable fast food empire. That story is McDonald's, and it's one of persistence, vision, and the reinvention of what fast food could mean. The birth of the McDonald brothers' dream. The McDonald's journey begins with Richard, Dick, and Maurice, Mac McDonald, two brothers originally from New Hampshire. Like many ambitious Americans of the early 20th century, they were drawn westward by the promise of opportunity. After dabbling in the movie industry and a few small business ventures, the brothers discovered their true calling in food service. By 1940, they opened a modest drive-in restaurant in San Bernardino, California, called McDonald's BBQ. It was a typical drive-in of the era, a sprawling 25-item menu, car hops delivering meals on trays, and a steady flow of teenagers, workers, and families eager for affordable dining. But while the business was successful, the McDonald brothers were restless. They noticed something most restaurateurs ignored. The overwhelming majority of sales came from a few simple items: the hamburger, fries, and soft drinks. Why waste energy on slow-selling items like barbecued ribs or chili when burgers practically flew out the window? The speedy service system. In 1948, the McDonald brothers took a daring step. They shut down their thriving drive-in for several months, redesigned their entire operation, and reopened with a radically new concept. Out went the car hops, the cluttered menu, and the inefficiencies. In came a stripped-down menu of just burgers, fries, and shakes, and a revolutionary approach to preparation, the speedy service system. The system was modeled after industrial assembly lines. Each worker was assigned a highly specific task: grilling patties, toasting buns, dressing burgers, or bagging fries. The kitchen was redesigned like a factory floor, with efficiency and speed in mind. The results were astonishing. Customers received a hot, fresh hamburger in 30 seconds, compared to the industry standard of 30 minutes. Not only was service lightning fast, but the food was consistent. Every burger was the same size, every fry perfectly salted, and every milkshake reliably thick. This innovation was more than a gimmick. It represented a shift in American dining culture, capturing the spirit of post-war America: efficiency, affordability, and the car-centric lifestyle. Families loved it, workers loved it, young people loved it. The little stand in San Bernardino quickly became a sensation: the man with bigger dreams. If the McDonald brothers were the inventors, Ray Kroc was the visionary salesman who would turn their idea into a global empire. By the early 1950s, Kroc was a 52-year-old struggling milkshake mixer salesman, weary from years of hustling kitchen equipment. One order, however, changed his life. The McDonald brothers requested 8 multi-mixers, capable of making 40 shakes at once. Curious, Kroc visited their restaurant in 1954. What he saw was nothing short of revolutionary. The efficiency, the crowds, and the simplicity of the menu convinced him that this wasn't just a restaurant. It was a scalable blueprint for the future of dining. Kroc proposed franchising the model across the country. The brothers were hesitant. They had franchised a few locations but had little interest in national expansion. Yet Kroc's relentless enthusiasm persuaded them. In 1955, he founded the McDonald's Corporation and opened his first franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois. Building the franchise empire, Kroc's genius lay not in inventing the system, but in replicating it consistently at scale. He enforced strict standards across franchises, ensuring that a customer in Illinois had the same experience as one in California. Quality control. Fries had to be cooked for exactly 3 minutes and 10 seconds at 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Hamburgers were precisely 1.6 ounces of beef. Hamburger University. Established in 1961, this institution trained franchisees in every aspect of the McDonald's operation, from cooking procedures to management practices. Real estate model. Instead of relying solely on franchise fees, Kroc had McDonald's own the land under its restaurants, leasing it to franchisees. This provided financial stability and long-term leverage. By the early 1960s, McDonald's was expanding rapidly. In 1961, Kroc bought out the McDonald brothers for $2.7 million, securing complete control of the company. The brothers faded into obscurity while Kroc became the face of the brand. Branding brilliance. McDonald's success was not just about burgers, it was about branding. The golden arches, originally part of the restaurant's architectural design, became the company's logo in 1962. Bright, simple, and instantly recognizable, they soon became a global icon. In 1963, McDonald's introduced Ronald McDonald, the cheerful clown mascot. With Ronald, McDonald's tapped into the hearts of children, securing not just immediate customers, but lifelong brand loyalty. Marketing slogans like "You deserve a break today" emphasized convenience and family values, reinforcing McDonald's as more than a meal. It was a cultural experience. McDonald's goes global. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, McDonald's was no longer just an American phenomenon. The first international location opened in Canada, 1967. Followed by restaurants in Costa Rica, Japan, Germany, and Australia. McDonald's mastered the delicate art of globalization. Think global, act local. Menus were adapted to fit cultural preferences. In Japan, teriyaki burgers became a hit. In India, the company introduced chicken and vegetarian options to respect religious dietary restrictions. In the Middle East, it adhered to halal practices. This cultural flexibility allowed McDonald's to succeed where other American companies failed, making it a global symbol of modern convenience, reinventing the menu and the experience. McDonald's has repeatedly reshaped the fast food industry with groundbreaking innovations. The Big Mac, 1967. Created by franchisee Jim Delegati, it became McDonald's most famous product, so iconic that Big Mac Index is now an economic measure. Egg McMuffin, 1972. Herb Peterson's invention launched the concept of fast food breakfast, revolutionizing how people viewed morning dining. Drive-through service, 1975. First introduced in Sierra Vista, Arizona, to serve soldiers who couldn't leave their vehicles. It quickly became a staple of American car culture. Happy Meals, 1979. Combining a kid-sized meal with toys, Happy Meals linked dining to play, cementing McDonald's dominance among children. Each innovation wasn't just about food, it was about shaping consumer behavior. McDonald's in pop culture. Beyond burgers and fries, McDonald's embedded itself into popular culture. Movies, songs, and even academic studies reference it as a symbol of modern life. Sociologist George Ritzer coined the term McDonaldization to describe the global trend of efficiency, calculability, predictability, and control shaping modern institutions. From being the subject of satire in The Simpsons to starring in the documentary Super Size Me, McDonald's is more than a company. It's a cultural phenomenon, both admired and criticized. The criticism and controversies. McDonald's meteoric rise hasn't been without backlash. Health concerns. The high-calorie, high-fat menu was linked to obesity and heart disease. The 2004 documentary Super Size Me highlighted these issues, sparking global debate. Labor disputes. Workers have protested low wages, lack of benefits, and poor working conditions. Movements like Fight for $15 often target McDonald's as the symbol of fast food labor struggles. Environmental impact. Critics cite deforestation, packaging waste, and greenhouse gas emissions from beef production as major issues tied to McDonald's supply chain. The company has attempted reforms, introducing salads, apple slices, calorie labeling, and sustainability pledges. Still, critics argue these measures often prioritize public relations over systemic change. Reinvention in the 21st century. To remain relevant in the digital age, McDonald's has continually reinvented itself by embracing both technology and sustainability. The company has streamlined the customer experience through digital ordering, with self-service kiosks and mobile apps making the process faster and more personalized. Delivery partnerships with services like Uber Eats and DoorDash have extended McDonald's presence into homes, ensuring convenience is just a tap away. At the same time, the brand has committed to eco-conscious practices, from sourcing sustainable beef to investing in renewable energy and reducing packaging waste, aligning itself with modern consumer values. Recognizing shifts in dietary preferences, McDonald's has also ventured into plant-based options like the McPlant burger, appealing to health-conscious and environmentally aware customers. These innovations highlight McDonald's ability to adapt to evolving lifestyles while staying true to one of its founding principles: constant adaptation to meet the needs of its time. Lessons from McDonald's success. McDonald's isn't just a fast food story, it's a business case study that reveals valuable lessons about strategy, branding, and growth. One of the first lessons is the power of simplification and specialization. By narrowing its menu to focus on hamburgers, fries, and shakes, McDonald's ensured efficiency and built a reputation around its core strengths. Equally important is the principle of consistency. Customers know that a Big Mac in Chicago will taste the same as one in Shanghai, and this reliability has been key to building global trust. At the same time, McDonald's success shows the importance of cultural adaptability. The brand has thrived by tailoring its menu to local tastes while maintaining its core identity, proving that flexibility can coexist with standardization. Finally, McDonald's demonstrates how to build a brand that goes beyond the product itself. It doesn't just sell burgers, it sells an experience tied to family, fun, and convenience, making the Golden Arches a universal symbol of comfort and familiarity. From a roadside stand to global icon, what began as a dusty burger stand in San Bernardino grew into a multinational corporation with over 38,000 locations in more than 100 countries. The McDonald brothers pioneered efficiency, but it was Ray Kroc's ambition that transformed McDonald's into a titan of industry. Today, McDonald's is not just about hamburgers, it's about cultural influence, global connectivity, and the balance between innovation and criticism. Whether admired as a symbol of efficiency or criticized as an emblem of consumerism, McDonald's remains the undisputed king of fast food. Its story is not merely about food, but about the power of vision, branding, and adaptation, a testament to how a small idea executed well can change the world. If you enjoyed watching about the fascinating rise of McDonald's and the lessons behind its success, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring business stories into the brands that changed our world. See you next time.